Hello, everybody. It is your host, Dragon's Fury, with the illustrious Infernal Drake,
I'm still alive.
and he will still get his cue down eventually, I
Fuck
promise.
you.
So this is our 16th episode. We are going strong, and our sub stuff is a little lacking. I do apologize. I want the ideas that we do for those videos to be, not videos, those episodes to be more fun and like in depth than the regular episodes, and the regular episodes have a lot going on in them, so you can imagine. But we'll have more coming for sure. But there is definitely interaction for you, so hit me up in the Instagram, hit us up in the Discord, etc. There is stuff for you to do. I promise. It's just a lot of episodes aren't live. There is other stuff, just not episodes. So I'm not chipping you, whatever. Some of you may have noticed I dropped down the price because I realized that in this economy, 5 might be a bit much, especially on a monthly basis. That starts to add up, especially with where we are. We're at like 3.5, like $3.50 for gas. So that's actually
Yeah.
a lot of money. I'm basically saying that I'm valued at a gallon of gas, which can get a lot of people places. So I was like, okay, let's bring it down a bit. And I do
On the
apologize
bright
for
side,
anyone.
he doesn't smell like gas.
Thankfully, I do live nearby both gas stations, so I'm
So
glad
you
it
might
hasn't
smell like
permeated.
gas.
The dog doesn't say I smell like gas. The wife doesn't say I smell like gas. And thankfully, my sense of smell doesn't say I smell like gas. So these 3 different sources are telling me that I don't. And I also have egregious amount of Irish Spring soap. So I'm going to go with... I don't
He's
smell
going to
like
smell
gas.
like a leprechaun.
I'm going to smell like gas. I might smell like gold at the end of a rainbow, but that's it.
Oh, he's Lucky Charms.
It's Lucky Charms. But last thing in housekeeping, it will be we are 4 episodes out from the guest spot of Apollo Black, the co-host and creator of Consumed by TV, and we
Oh my
will
god.
be discussing something. I don't know which one. I don't know what he's covered already in his podcast, and I know he's started his Snapchat show he's been working on recently. So there's a lot of stuff that could be talked about, but that is going to be the big 20 episode celebration for us. So hope you're looking forward to that. Now,
Almost able to drink.
maybe, who knows. All right, so we are actually coming off of my birthday celebration and Magma's, right? His is past, yes, or is
Yes.
his
Yeah,
inbound?
Magma's.
Okay, yeah.
His just fast.
Okay, so yeah, so we're getting old. He is now an adult now. Yay. Um,
That's why he was able to order a drink at our outing.
yes. I figured it was like recent. I just didn't know like how recent. Um Also, we have been partaking, and as I said in the last episode, where Infernal was Star Royal. So, without giving spoilers of story, because I refuse to be a part of the people who already have the streamers, I know this is what you do, but still, there's a level of giving away a bunch of story because that's all you're doing, and instead of like doing like side things that don't like ruin it for people. Anyways, how you feeling about it?
I'm really enjoying it. Um, like obviously I'm not going to talk about the story or anything. But one thing I will say is when it comes to the areas that are in the game right now, love the areas. The design of them are very well put together. And again, it's Hoyoverse. They're very good at world building when it comes to just the environment and the story itself. Um, the characters are hilarious in this game. I don't know how much you've interacted with the characters.
But I've of my ADD, yes, they're interesting. They talk too much, in my opinion, but that's just because like it takes up so much time. Like
Oh,
I
you don't
want to
like the
do,
you don't like the daily messages
I
that they send you?
I want to do things. I wanted to do things, and I can't do things if they're too busy running their mouths. I understand you need it for the story. I get it, but also I
Well, also
don't
like the
want to hear
messages
them
you get.
talking.
Ah, jeez. Well, like when it comes to the messages at the beginning, like when you first like log in for the day, like it's nothing story related. It's just like little chats you can do.
Well,
It's always fun.
yeah, but that's like how I am regularly. I don't want to talk to you. I came to do something. It was not you. So, I...
I'm just imagining all of the like chats you have with the characters, just like the most negative comment you can choose, just to like end it as soon as possible.
I'm okay. Don't get me wrong. I love the dialogue that has been put into this, and which
The
is
dialogue is great.
a throwback to when
The
we
rack.
had Attica with us, and we were talking about like AI running dialogue. I'm not saying AI is running it, but it's definitely not a traditional like what the because I don't know if it's the same in like Genshin where you just have a obscure answer or an answer that's the realistic answer where it's like here's the scenario, this is what an actual person will respond to this, and then here's the answers that are more in universe. um that's what I'm loving because I could literally be
Yeah,
like, you do realize this doesn't make any sense, right? But then and then they respond in kind to that.
which makes this so great.
And so yeah, like I'm really liking the dialogue options in those fonts. um
It's
the
also you pay close attention to some dialogue options you choose. Um, March and Denong will literally like make faces, especially if you choose like a weird option.
yeah, there's real hum nah, it's like
Like
there's real like realism to it. Like you feel like you're actually
real
having a conversation.
reactions.
There we go, that's the word. I don't know why I was struggling so hard. um is
Yeah, it's
so
like whoever like worked on the dialogue and just like how characters interact in this game, give them a raise. Like they did a great job here.
I know Magma is really happy about like the music and how it changes from region to region. Also, the battle music changes from region to region.
Yes.
Um, so that
Yeah,
was a big
that's a
big
nice little
plus.
thing.
Half the time I don't have the sound on, um,
Mm,
because I'm not only playing Star Rail. I'm usually doing something else, and the something else is listening to a streamer. Um, because I'm just like running through stuff, whatever. And a lot of the fighting is great, especially when you activate auto, because
yeah, it's a
when you
nice
gotta
addition.
backtrack, you don't want to actually try. Like if you know they're getting whacked in like 2 or 3 rounds or whatever, I was like, I don't need input. There's no strategy needed here. I'm literally beating them with brute force. But the um what is it? The restriction when you're in certain missions that you can't do it because it's like, nah, you gotta figure out how to do this to make sure you win. I do like that because it shows that it's like, okay, your choices are going to determine how this turns out. Like
Yeah.
if the way your build is, whatever. The one thing I would say is the leveling is a little ass, um, because you can't just go through the story and level. Like I understand you want to do other stuff. They want to you have you do other stuff, but like I did the other stuff and I'm still behind. So it's like I had to backtrack again.
Well, I mean,
um
also, I mean, the way like leveling is supposed to work is like you level up with the story. because I know you haven't gone that far in the story.
Right, but I
Um,
literally got to the point where I have to level up. Like, all of my characters are at max what they can be right now, which is
Yeah.
20. But my Trailblazer level isn't high enough. So I literally
Yeah,
have to
you get to
backtrack
one.
mid freaking story just to catch up. But I've done like a bunch of like, you knew it took me forever to leave the freaking first area. So it's not like I
Yeah.
haven't been doing shit. It's just so I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's a little ass. It's
It
not
is,
like
but
detrimental, but it's just annoying.
I mean, for the early levels, they definitely made it easy to level up. Thankfully, like obviously the higher level you get, the longer it'll take to level up. Still don't know how Wolf got to freaking 40 something already. But again, he's only been playing this game.
That's all he does. He's more committed to the bit than I am with storytelling. Like it's also that's it. It's just Warwolf should be in the podcast more than we should be in the podcast because is what I'm saying. Like, he has so much time on his hands to like do all these games and this, that, and the third. And I was like, at this point, you might as well try to make some bankroll off of it. Especially if like they're talking about Dokkan, like that man won't shut up apparently. But God forbid they ever do me a solid and like, I don't know, show up for a recording. It like, we do this in Discord. It's so easy. Literally hop in the channel and I'd be like, speak thy mind, and I just shut up and just let it go. Boom, episode. Woo, here we go, more content. Hey, we might even get more people listening because there's more voices than you and me.
I know people get tired of our voices.
They get tired of our voices quick. I don't take it personally. I get tired of my voice too, but that's okay. And yeah, other than that, it's pretty much that. I want the new update already because that's what all of my resources in buying pulls is going to be for
Edging one.
And yeah, all all of the generals, just everybody available from the Lufa.
Like,
it's just give me.
When Hoyo first released that trailer, like talking about the different generals on the ships, I'm just like, can we see what they look like? I want to see them.
No, yeah, but yeah, yes, but also no. Like, just surprise me, tell me what I want to know. Yeah. Also, the Rickroll was great. I was a fan personally.
Yeah, we know which path you would take.
Yeah, destruction.
Oh, that's not the Rickroll Aeon.
I know it's not the Rickroll Aeon. I just can appreciate the Rickroll Aeon. But Team Destruction all the way. Like, hands down, like, fuck it all up. As he probably would say, fuck them kids. Like,
I mean, he is the one that made the Celerons.
Yeah, no, he's out here literally just fucking up shit because of the sake of fucking up shit. Like, this is what I'm here for. But also the reason why I like Aha is because Aha is the only one that actually knows what's going on. And so it's just like, yeah, we just out here. We out here in these streets. And so it's like, okay.
Also, one thing I definitely gotta give Hoyoverse is the designs for each of the Aeons. Like,
yeah.
all of them look amazing.
Yeah, they are definitely, like, unique for sure. And very conducive to the realm that they, you know, maintain / rule over. So it's very, very that. You feel that's exactly like, this is what's very...
I'm curious, because, like, since this is a Honkai game, and you know how when it comes to Honkai games, they like to bring in characters from their past games or current games. Because like with Honkai Impact, they brought some Genshin characters over. If they were to bring any Honkai Impact third characters over, which one would you most like to see?
Given the fact that there weren't that many when I was playing, any of them. because I played early, and then when I tried to go back with like a new account, and it was just too much. It was a Warframe situation. It was
Yeah.
too much to
Yeah, I
try
agree
to
with that.
come back to after being gone for so long, of like trying to get back my original account, figuring out where the hell it went, and not
That was a
being
process.
able. Well, I still never found it, because the reality is that
Oh, jeez.
whatever one I used was on an old system, so I don't think that one ever exists anymore. And then since I have linked accounts elsewhere, and it just creates you one from the start, I could never
Hmm.
tell if it was like, okay, this is the one I had or not, and I never got far as I did, and I'm just kind of like delusional. But I was like, but I remember the early fights that you do, so I was like, okay, I know I've gotten a decent amount, so it was just too much to go back to. Um, if if for the ones that I do know, there was one chick for an event, um, who was like a part of the like Asian realm. I don't remember her name, but
Did you have pink hair?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so it's not Yai Sakura.
No.
Um,
If anybody, it would be the one for the sword user from like the beginning.
Raiden May.
I guess so. I don't. I don't know names.
Fair enough. Purple hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If yeah, when it comes to characters from Honkai Impact that I would love to see, it would be Raiden May, but specifically her searcher form. So like with the Oni horns and all that.
Yes.
Like I would love if they brought that over. Yeah, Yai Sakura is obviously a good one too. Honestly, it'd be cool to see what was her name, Kiana, the main character of Honkai Impact.
That'd be great.
Uh,
I wish
yeah, because
she was the weapon that we could use instead of a bat. Just bring out a blicky.
yeah, no, actually, I mean, Kiana did use a bat in Honkai Impact.
I'm sure at
She
one point.
like
Yeah.
yeah, like she used a bat. She used the other weapon we get in Star Rail that we'll get, but you'll see later on. I'm trying not to give any spoilers.
Yep.
But
Probably
yeah,
doing
no,
great.
because at the end of Impact 3, because I just looked it up just because I there was so much story left before Star Rail. I'm like, I'm just gonna see what happened. Like Kiana literally got on a train and like left. I'm just like, please let us see her sometime in Star Rail. That'd be great because we have Himiko, we have Welt, we have Bronya. It's like, hey, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, and Seele.
Sealy or whatever that, however they are pronouncing
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
names.
It's like Seele, Seele. It's like, yeah, no. I
This
feel like
bish.
everyone says it differently in the game, so I'm just like, I don't know, butterfly chick.
This bish. Yeah, it was very. I do. If anything, I would want, um, just like as time goes forward, I hope that they don't lose like their speed and go more of how like stay on the Honkai side of the game and don't go the Impact side of it, because I feel like the Impact side of it is where we got all eventy and like gotcha-y, like really
Like all
pivoting
the
on
like various
that. Yeah.
like all the various like battle pass, well not battle passes, like just event passes that
Yeah,
showed
all
up
like
later
all
on.
all the event passes, and then but they're not really like paying off for anything. Just kind of like the money grab tactic for like all games go through that are free to play. Like,
Well, yeah,
I get it, like that's how you're making your money, is like microtransactions, because it's free to everyone. It is what it is. Like, you can't get rid of it. But when that is like becomes the sole priority, because now you're just grabbing for money, if you need it or not, whatever the case may be, is
yeah, they
very
don't need it. Like
off-putting.
Like they act like someone actually showed the revenue that was made on Sele's banner um compared to I think Genshin's first banner, and the amount is ridiculous. I think Sele has made Hoyoverse like what was it like at the time they checked it was like 26 mil.
That's so much money.
Yeah, well it's because I'm assuming it's because everyone even with all the free wishes that were given, which that was very nice of them. Like everyone was trying to go for like the E6 Sele, which is
Well,
like
yeah, but that's still
I
so.
mean
That's so much money.
oh yeah no oh yeah and like anyone listening like if you look at some streamers one of them I'll throw out there is Asian guy stream he streamed his polls. He did not get lucky at all, and he spent a good amount of money to get some people.
um,
Great streamer though.
so yeah, it is definitely something that is. I got a lot going for the future of it. Like I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. I also just like hop in, do like one mission, and leave. Because I have other
Gotta
stuff.
do your days.
I don't even do that.
But you get free gems.
I sure and yeah, you're right. That's not the fuck I get on for. It I literally get on. I was like, all right, I want to progress in this, or I want to finish this mission. I'm not. I'm making sure that Star Rail doesn't succumb to the grind plague of the other games in my life. That I don't want to get to a point where it's no longer fun because now I'm obligated to play it just to get this little bit. I don't care. Like I will. I'm doing to Star Rail what I did to Fate. I'll play when I play. I'll do what I do, and then I will run with the resources that I get. Like I'm not making a great effort to go out of my way to like gain all the resources and pull all these times on this just for the idea of having a chance at getting something specific or what I want. I was like, I'm not going through that all work.
You gotta get your Jingguan.
I do, but I don't need them like that. Like I said, I'm giving it a Fate. How long did I want Arjuna? How long did it take me to get that dude? Like, I'm committed to the wait. Like, I didn't go out of my way to do every... Like, I'm still haven't finished the main story of Fate yet.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
And, like, there's so much, like, Saint Courts available for all of the, like, free missions I still haven't done yet. Let alone the ones to unlock in the rest of the freaking Lost Belts and to come. So I'm like I said, I'm making sure that I don't ruin this game for myself by playing too much. But I also have come to the terms that I will not be playing this game with the rest of the group because it's already out of hand. Warwolf's already out of stuff to do.
Yeah, when he said that, I'm just like, good God, man.
Yeah, Burnsy is right behind him. AGS is third. I don't know who's further, you or AGS.
I honestly don't know because like I've put a pause on the story for the time being, just so like obviously I don't finish it too soon. But obviously I am slowly working towards. I think I'm like, maybe halfway, maybe at most 75% done with the second world. I'm not exactly certain.
So, yeah. So all I know is that I'm popping off at level 20 characters, and at least 3 of the people on my friends list, which are you guys, are at 40. So,
yeah, I'm close to. I'm also trying to get to 40 so I can start working towards artifacts for Jingguan before he comes out.
So yeah, it is.
I must be prepared.
And you be prepared all you want. I'm just schmoovin' and grooving.
He says shitting.
Yeah. All right. So let's kick it over into the other game of interest that has gone to before we get deep into me hype talking um, is the new Apex season has dropped today of recording. This goes live in a few days, so it'll be Friday when this is live. But the new Apex season has dropped today of recording, which is a Tuesday. How you feeling about it?
Well, I'm happy King's Canyon's back.
Yeah, that's a blast.
Yeah, that's like the big one for me. I checked the pass to see if it was worth it. I do like the Chappie skin. Well, skin. Emote, the one I sent you.
Yeah, hilarious.
Oh,
See, you sent me a still, which was already
Yes.
funny in itself, but the fact of how he got there was priceless. That
Yeah,
was too
no,
funny.
like honestly, like just that emote, I'm just like I'm probably gonna get this pass. The cyberpunk theme for it though is quite interesting.
It's
Like, what are your thoughts?
it's a little lackluster in my opinion, but also that's not fair only because of the fact that it's like I have all these like very aggressively elaborate skins. Like I have let's see, I have like Crypto's hired gun, which is, it's simple, but it's still like pretty like detailed. It's like him as an, like classic, suit assassin style. I have the variation of that skin, so it's him in like the lime green jacket with the bleached tips and whatnot. I have the um previous techno skin, um where it like he was the previous music based one that they had. I have his anime themed one, so like where he's basically Goku, like
Super
that's
Saiyan?
yeah, he's Super Saiyan, like
Super Saiyajin.
that's very like elaborate. I understand that they're legendary skins, but like these are legendary skins too, like or like not legendary skins, epic skins, like the purple ones.
Yeah.
You got the I have like legendary skin for like Revenant, like Raw. Um, the
Yeah, you can't
Shadow
go wrong
one
with Raw.
with the Raw one. I have the various Loba ones of her, like even low stated ones where it's just like effects going through the outfit, but
I like the
they've
Loba emote.
oh, the tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just mixing up some tea, whatever. I got the emote from the last event for the season end of her
Oh,
salsa
nice.
dancing.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
So a lot of the previous themes have been more aggressively like extravagant, and so this is very like dull compared to that. They're not
A little
bad.
lackluster compared to the rest.
Yeah, like they're not bad. It's just compared to the other things I have, like because Lifelines and it's Lifeline, Gibby, and the new guy. Obviously don't have any skins for the new guy, but I didn't look in what his new skin, like his skins are, like his legendary and his epic ones are.
Yeah, I didn't look at the epic ones, but for the legendary ones, in my opinion, the best one for him, at least in my opinion, is Earl Grey. Basically, it's him for the most part wearing a suit, and with some of his like borders and like backgrounds and poses, like it will look great.
No, so
He does have a purple jacket, legendary.
oh,
I'm not sure if
my interest is
my
peaked.
yeah, because I saw that I'm just like Brandon, like various people will probably like this. Dragon will probably like this. Though the only thing is the lighting of the purple, because it is kind of a light purple.
Okay.
Obviously, once you see it in game, it will
Right.
make a little more sense. But It's purple.
but like with like Lifeline, like I have her freaking devil skin, and that was from a
True.
pass. Like, so it's like it's very she gets a lot of good skins, but like this one is just not like it. It doesn't look bad on her, but like I said, very lackluster base of what was that. But a lot of it hasn't been. I stopped getting the pass for the beginning skins a while ago. It's usually how many emotes are there? Who are they for? Um, what guns, like what blue, purple gun skins we get, and then what's the 100 skin? What's the evolution skin?
Yeah, the evolution skin this go around, I believe, was for the car.
Yeah, it's for the car.
Yeah, which to me, I do like the 110 version.
I like
Plus,
the 110 version too, and I'm pissed.
Yeah. Plus I don't have a skin for that gun, so
Exactly why I'm pissed. Because it's not, I can't even negotiate my way out of it. Because it's like, I need a skin for that gun. And it's not like a gun I don't use. It's a gun I do use. Like when it, like, you know, hot drop in or whatever you drop, I will pick up the car. Even if I switch it out later, I will still use that weapon. And especially with, you know, us doing mixtapes so much. In between our,
so much.
you know, because now we'll start off together this time for ranked.
Yep. I will be restarting from PC to PlayStation again.
Yep. No. So we'll be starting from
Freaking
square one
sucked.
together. And but even when you were on PC, I had already started. I was already through the first section.
But I wasn't too far behind.
Right.
But then once I switched back to PlayStation, then it just was like, all right.
We'll have to do that after we record. Get back into it. And let's see
Also, did you see who got the legendary skins in the middle of the pass?
It was Valkyrie and
not Valkyrie. It's Watson and Horizon.
Oh, it's Watson. Oh, okay. And then now that I think about that, I was like, why does that look like? Okay, well, yeah, it's Watson and Frick. And yeah, well, I don't play either of them, so
I know.
It's
like I play Watson. Like it's not bad. Obviously, to me, I'm just like, this is very cyberpunky.
I think that's what they were going for.
Most likely, because like I looked at all of them. I'm just like, I'm getting a lot of cyberpunk Edge Runner / 2077 vibes here.
Didn't Horizon get the new mythic that's coming? Or was that her mythic that was advertised in the trailer, or was that her legendary? I couldn't tell. It looked morphy, like it would have changed. I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and check, but I don't know why. But her skin in the past, like to me, I'm like, did they make you older in this skin?
Older. It's possible. Like Apex has been like, I think they subtly try to make nods of like, as the season goes on, like time has passed. So
because like she does look older in the new skin.
Like in the what was it in the I don't know, you probably didn't even read it, but in the chat in like the comic they had with Gibby and Mirage, they were having how his ex has like a kid that's like an adult, like so like the last time we saw them was like at the party, and it like, you know, oh, it had only been like maybe a few years after they had broken up or whatever, that, you know, they didn't have like children or whatever, but it's like now he has a full grown behind like child. So
he is a full grown behind?
Yes, a full grown behind. And so there's nods of them like they've been aging throughout this. Now physically seeing, I think, I can't remember, but I feel like that, or it was a fever dream of seeing like the old character designs of them versus now. They've changed the models to some degree of like how they act or whatever. I could have just been imagined all that. I don't know. But I know there's like other aspects that they show, like time has progressed since things, like mainly with adding of the other ones. So it was like when they added Horizon, it's like, oh, she's been trapped by a black hole. Time is different for her and like whatever. But then they added like Catalyst, that she, like when she was affected by what was happening same around the same time with like Seer. So it's like Seer was younger than the time that it is when he's playing in the games. And then adding Vantage in, who's literally, a child, you have that is showing that, okay, time has progressed because all these guys have been doing this for some years while she was, coming of age, doing whatever with, what happened with her story and all that. So they're saying the changes to the training area is interesting. I don't know what the purpose of it was for, but that's new.
What did they change?
Everything, like the whole area is different. Like how the guns are set up that you grab, like you can, there's more platforms for like higher. I think they're really going for like trying to help people like to some extent, like of like fighting in the various maps of like they're being, fighting off of like high areas that, are like platforms of the other ones, especially with like Broken Moon, and you have like the 2-story buildings on the rail lines, and like people fighting and shooting you from like the walls or whatever. That could be the reason why they changed it. I don't know. I haven't gone through everything yet. It was just like the outside stuff of when I updated and what I saw on like streamer doing. The triple take shoots 1 bullet now, so it's a gun.
It's a gun.
It's a gun now. I hear the 99 got changed. Let me see if Steam has the patch notes. Yes it does. Let's go. All right, let's see what's changed. So Ballistic was added with his various stuff. There is a change to World's Edge. They've made new points of interest and other changes on that front. The rotating modes now are King's Cannons, Olympus, and World's Edge. So basically the original 3. Because Olympus was the 3rd map. So those are the 3 that's come in. There's a rank update. New matchmaking by hidden skill rating with skill adjustments made on pre-made sizes to account for the competitive advantages gained. Score and stuff like that. What gets me, I don't know if you saw it yet. The weapon mastery.
Wait, what?
Exactly. I do not understand why this exists.
Like, why weapon mastery?
I don't know. It's definitely a new thing. And apparently, like, after you do so many levels, there'll be a trial. And then once you complete the trial, you'll get a reward for doing it. And so, like, there's rewards at the end of it. So it's basically like COD with your like, they were like the original weapons masters, at least for me in my games. And that, like, that's what it was. It's like you would prestige your gun, or like you would get gold on your gun, or your your camos was doing the specific challenges. It's like so many headshots, so many like hip fires, so many kills in general, like stuff like that. I was like, oh, multi kills, like various things. So you would get your camos, and then once you got all the camos done, you get your gold, being whatever the final challenge was. They've updated the ping system, similar to how League did it, like when they've just changed, like they did an overhaul completely, so it's more specific. So they have stuff like avoid the area, you can hear an enemy, you see the enemy.
Don't go that way.
I'm watching out for this, defend this area, regroup here, attack that way, or we're looting this area. So there's a lot of like quality of life stuff on that. I know there's more. I'm thinking about like, I think they did some stuff with the weapons, but it's not showing specifically that they made any changes to the weapons themselves. But rumor has it that they did some nerfs and buffs or whatever. And rumor has it. So yeah, it looks like there's going to be a lot of like interesting and fun stuff here. It looks like for the weapon stuff, the rewards are just going to be like charms and things, and maybe like loading screens. Oh, what's this? New survival item, the evac tower. Provides means like traverse the. Oh yeah, you just call in a balloon. That's fun.
I saw someone like show that and then show Valkyrie crying.
No, I mean, yes. And what in the what am I looking at? All right.
I don't know what did you find?
The fan art, like,
oh dear,
borderline. Just posted here on their like on Steam's page thing. So yeah, no, there's a lot for sure of coming, that allows you to really like get back into it for sure. Definitely a revamping, at least for the first, week or so, because the reality is that it's going to go back into the mundane once you like, because the amount of matches you have to play, it becomes very repetitive, especially if you don't have like people to play with. So that's one thing. Definitely play this game with friends because it makes it so much easier. But that's like with any game at this point. Like any multiplayer, play with people because it makes it so much easier if you're grinding things out like that. But now it's time for the ultimate talk. And I'm just being extra per usual. But this season of Professional League of Legends has brought so much life back to this motherfucking game. When I tell, don't get me wrong, I'm still pissed at the pros of what they do because people still look to them of like what's meta and what's not, and the idea of them being teams seems to slip through the cracks. Like they do this as a team, they do this as an organization, they do this as professionals. They are getting paid, they are winning tournaments, they are performing at a level that changes the game entirely. Stop trying to pull off the same shit these motherfuckers are doing in their solo queues while they're practicing for these international tournaments and their regular season. PSA to all league players, stop it. You're not them. You're not that guy. And even the ones who are in the higher elos, you're still not that guy. If you're not being scouted by these organizations, stop putting these ideas into the low elos people's minds. Now, that being said, the stuff that they've been doing, my dude, oh my god, it has been so good watching the MSI tournament all the way up to the fact that they changed the format, freaking great. The play-ins being the 3, the adding more teams in for like smaller regions to come in to represent themselves. Granted, they're not going to really stand up to the bigger ones. You're just going to get stomped out. But to be able to stomp out the other smaller regions and like kind of assert dominance in that front, love it. Great. Beautiful. People are fighting for their lives. I'm here for it. The big boys.
Especially especially today's game.
Oh, all of the games. I haven't had a disappointing series like day yet. Even when they were like 3-0 stomps, which was literally all of day one, they were still fantastic games. It was actual competition. It was actual fighting like out. Like these people are really like gunning for each other, like throwing their best foot forward on everything. Granted, you know, some of these L's that these guys are taking, they're kind of shitty. Because it's like you guys made kind of like stupid mistakes, and that's really what took the other team to the victory. But that didn't like happen until like the later bracket, and like the lower bracket is when it was like saying, but like Talon, G2, Golden, Belly, literally, long live the king. The fact that they are doing so well in their first like international appearance as an organization, because this was, if I'm understanding like from the various like games so far, if I'm understanding right, this is their first like season as an organization, and so they out here gunning for people, and they were like, you know, they put R7 on ice. Golden Guardians kind of got a little uppity, and they were like, we ain't having that.
I know, like I missed Sunday's game, but I'm looking at the score and I see that they did not want PSG to have a single win.
No, they were like, we ain't having this. Like they have been doing like so well in making it so that it seems it's like, okay, we are bringing our A game, you're bringing your A game, but we're just better at it. That's just what it comes down to, and that's what I freaking love. And it's so many different new like play styles. It's like you have the calm and collected ones where it's just kind of like a very basic, you know, a little bit of early game, a little, you know, team fighting, a little late game scaling, kind of just all about mechanical playing. You have the aggressive builds where it's like, we're just gonna jump them every chance we get and they can't do shit about it.
That's basically what happened today.
And yeah, oh man, it was freaking wild. And then you have the ones where it's like very reactive, but it's like, we know, but it's reactive in respect. So it's like, oh, we know you guys like to jump at us every chance you get. Well, we gonna lay a trap for you. So you're gonna think you have control, and then we gonna flip it on you. And or it's the, oh, you guys are getting too uppity, you getting real comfortable in your presence right now, and they start punishing people for it. And I'm just like, yes, so much yes. Because you just have all these various types of like gameplay clashing against each other, seeing which one's better. And because at the beginning it was best of threes, you had a chance to adjust. So it's like, hey, this one didn't work, let's try this. Or it's like, this didn't work, but the reality of why this didn't work is because they had access to like these champions in this comp. Well, let's stop them from making that comp. Let's make them make a new one. And vice versa. They're like, oh, you know, we are confident in how we can handle that comp. We'll just let you do whatever and not adjust the thing. And then it like plays out that way. Like, it's given me so much life. Especially at a perfect time of me like grinding out this event pass right now. I hit level 12 today.
Progress.
Progress. And also I'm scared because
Why?
I've been playing like a crap ton of ARAMs and I've lost like 3.
Okay then.
Which means if I go into a regular game, I'm going to be destroyed.
Yeah, most likely.
Asol is my current obsession because of the skin, obviously. Also, he is so much fun. He was fun before, but like he was fun only specifically if you didn't have to like fight anybody. Now he can fight people, and people have to fear his power, and I'm here for it. Um, but he doesn't. He's like, you can stop him, but like if you don't stop him, he's going to stop everybody. And I'm
He is here for blood.
totally here for it. So when it does start, because it's supposed to be soon, there's supposed to be like a rank reset or whatever, like midway or something. I don't know, I don't fully
Yeah.
understand it. But it's not like the
Yeah,
new
basically-
split though, so I'm confused.
Well, it is going to be a rank reset. But it won't be a hard reset. Like I'm going to assume it's going to be like probably start you at like the bottom, whatever division you're at, or something.
Nah, well, I'm already at the bottom, so I have literally
Well,
nothing
yeah.
to lose.
I know you get put into wood.
I put in the wood. Yeah. It's like,
but yeah,
that's suggestive.
But there are 69 days left.
Yeah. So of like the current split, and then we have
Yes.
the next split. For the next skin. That being said, who do you think
I'm still
the
looking at
skin's
gold
gonna be?
For the gold. Rank.
Well, yeah, the Victoria skins for the, because there's two of them. So it's like, which one do you think it's going to
Which
be?
one will be the first one?
Yeah. Or who are you hoping that it is?
I mean, I'm hoping it's not Ari because I'm still stuck in Silver 2.
Well, did you
but-
finish the amount to? Oh,
I'm not even halfway there.
you probably should get on that, my dude.
I know, but I had stopped because ranked was being a bitch.
It's always gonna be a bitch.
I know, but even more so during that time period. Just because it's like no one like ranked was just getting frustrating. That's why I pretty much stopped. But I kind of want to. I would like to see Aurelian Soul get it.
I was thinking that too. I was like, on top of me playing him a lot right now, like I would love him to get it, because like I feel like he's the one rework that actually benefited nicely. Like I feel like when Tom got his, it wasn't as impactful. It was just like,
It was annoying. But...
it was annoying, but it wasn't like, oh, this is an actual game changer. When Udyr got redid, that was a game changer. Like that completely changed the style of how you play Udyr. Again, annoying, but he fell off too, because everyone always dips back into the norm, if you will, of things. And I'm like, that's fine, but also it's like, this is why we don't have variety of anything. This is why there's this latent toxicity of, if someone wants to do something that's against the norm, that may or may not necessarily work out, they're getting all this hate for it, but on paper it should have worked out. And it really just comes down to execution and lack of cooperation, which is also a big problem of League, is that you have randos that just refuse to cooperate with you. It's like, if you're having a bad game, cool, whatever, but don't throw it. Like, if you're constantly getting jumped in like your lane, without sounding like obvious, like play safe, but like play smarter. Like if you, because a lot of the people, they don't change their tactics. As soon as they find out that, oh, we caught him like this, like 2 to 3 times, they're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep waiting for you to hit a certain point in lane, and then they're going to jump you. Stop being in that certain point. Switch it up. Try, or even bait them. Like, make them seem like you're going that way and set something up for yourself. And
yeah, but also I feel like one issue with like currently is specifically like it's so easy to like tower dive these days that the towers may as well not be there.
Yeah, but that's changing, and it should have changed because of the minion thing.
What minion thing are we talking about?
So they changed the minions where they won't start attacking a champion if you're under like tower. So like if you like the minions will like if you're pushing towards minions, you like the minions will continue to do what they're doing and not come and help you. So like you starting taking aggro from the tower isn't going to change your minions to stop attacking the tower to, you know, help you stop aggro. Because you know how like they would like if you started getting hit, all you had to do was get out of range a little bit, and then like the minions would have kind of like backed off and then turned back around, kind of deal. They changed that where they don't do that. So like if you start getting shot, you're getting shot. There's no help. And we've all been in a situation where enough minions being around has changed the game. Of like you surviving versus you not surviving.
Now, have they upped the turret damage? That's another thing.
That I don't think so. I don't think the turret damage. Like, yeah, that's the next thing that needs to be changed is turret damage, at least by a little bit.
Yeah, like that's like what I was getting at when it came to tower diving is so easy these days. Is that turrets are literally doing no damage to enemies, especially tanks. Like, I really feel like turret damage needs to be based on the maximum health of the person it's attacking. Like max health damage. Like that's what turrets need to do. That way, yes, you're a tank, but at the same time, it's like, hey, you gotta think about actual if you're gonna tower dive or not. Like you can't just be like, herp a derp, I'm a tank, I ain't gonna die.
Yeah, but even
look at you, Mundo.
Mundo, there needs to be a break on the other side. Like either they do more damage or people do less damage. So like, yeah, I get it. Like you're a tank, you're supposed to be able to sustain more damage. Cool, but like if I'm fighting you, and it's not like I'm fighting you and the items. For like example, like if you built Thornmail and that's what's ends up killing me, is the fact that like the damage I'm getting reflected back to me is what's killing me, because you're a tank and I'm trying to like take you down. I'm going to lose that fight because of the item. Or like Abyssal, where it's just draining you, or like Jack Show, where it's draining you being around, or like Sunfire, like where those items are meant to do the damage for being in close combat with the tank. That's where the damage is. Cool, fine, perfect. But I shouldn't be getting smacked around by a tank.
Yeah, no. Like tanks should not be doing damage.
Like no, it's just that's what needs to really be changed. But we're going things in a more positive direction now, like with, you know, the Nico changes, with her like going back into the jungle, which you still need to do. So we need to figure out, are we going to go in to League or are we going to go into Apex tonight?
I would say League tomorrow, Apex tonight, just because Apex did just drop.
Okay. So yeah, like stuff like that. It looks like we're taking more of a positive thing. And Emilio's annoying, but he's not as annoying as I thought he would be.
Yeah, like from what I've seen, like his main annoyance is just stopping dashes.
Yeah, it's the disengage. That's really what it is. It's the disengage and the cleansing, and that's really what it is. But like outside of that, it's not as bad as I thought. Like I really thought like he was going to be more of a menace with like Caitlyn and Zeri and Jinx, of just, you know, you could stop this, you know, you stop a dash and then Jinx is on that ass, or like you stop a dash and Caitlyn's already can shoot you from downtown. Nah, he's not as much. I've had him in like 2 or 3 of my games. Granted, he might exist elsewhere for like the more competent, but here in the land of doo-doo, where I reside, it hasn't been a problem. So, who knows? Who knows? Let's see what we're saying. All right, that's it for us, my dude. That's an episode. We did it. So we thank you all for listening. If you got this far, we, like I said in previous episode, we checked Linux. You're not getting very far. You're missing out fun. You're missing out on quality, crisp content. So if you made it this far, here's your homework. Message me on the Instagram, and we'll give you a prize of some sort. I don't know. Maybe like a Q&A. You can ask us anything, whatever the case may be. Ask us, send me a message, ask us any question, we'll answer it as your prize for getting this far.
You can ask Dragon for his most deepest, darkest secrets.
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. Don't ask questions into the abyss, because you may not like the answer. And with that,
you stare into the abyss stares back.
The abyss stares back. So yeah, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're Gucci. We have the subscriber episode with Mermaid being recorded tomorrow. So that will be available as well as when this one drops. So there'll be the 2 episodes available, and other fun stuff. I do want to do another like game episode, like when we play a game. I don't know, maybe we might do like a League something, or like Apex or something. I'll like record it on this. Actually, I don't know how I would do that, because it would be on our PS4s. I'll figure it out. I could probably figure something out, making it where I can record the audio on my computer via Discord or something. Nah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, so until...
Who the fuck is building Warbug Vigar?
Who's doing what now? Anyways, well, I will address that later. Thanks for coming. We hope you are happy and healthy and for the rest of this weekend, and if it's the beginning of your week, I hope this helped. Until next time, as we say, you don't have to leave, but we are. Bye.
Bye.